Welcome back, guys, to the Grovesters. We had a good weekend of hauls of stuff, stocking up for Q4. To be honest, with how big our death pile currently is, we had no business going out and about, but one of our favorite estate sale sellers had an estate sale and they were doing Christmas ornaments there. And a friend of ours had an estate sale that her grandpa used to own a vintage antique store, and he had a house full of inventory, and they were doing a huge estate sale trying to clear it out. So we couldn't resist those two for sure. We hit a thrift store that we usually like, and we ran into another estate sale when we were out and about that turned out to be kind of an amazing estate sale. So let's get into it because there's a lot of inventory. With the estate sales, two of them were basically we just made a pile and we made an offer and we just took all the stuff. So I kind of just had to divide out how much stuff we got by what we paid to get a price on the items. Obviously, if we'd bought it individually, some of the items we'd have paid more and some we'd have paid less. So I just divided it out. So when I give you those numbers, sometimes it'll seem like, oh my gosh, you only paid that, but it was in a lot. So let's start with our first estate sale. I went there for ornaments, and that's basically all I got at the estate sale. So let me grab these. All right. So I love this estate, but they put the first pictures as these boxes of Christmas ornaments, including Shiny Brights. And so we got there early. We were towards the front of the line. I had already kind of looked at the pictures, so I knew they were probably in the basement in a bedroom by like seeing that it was carpet and where it was at. So I kind of just like went down the stairs, took a left and a right, and got into the bedroom. Somebody was already scooping up some, so I scooped up some others, and a third person ran in and grabbed what was left. And then when we were trying to get out the door, people were trying to come in to get the ornaments because this guy always does amazing prices. So $1 for Shiny Brights, $1 for Pyramid Roushes, $2 for these Pyramid Roushes, $2. You're gonna say trim a home. These are Roushes as well, so they will go for the same. And the best is $2 for these Shiny Brights, snow caps, and they're gold. They're super vintagey. The Shiny Brights will go in the $20-something range for those boxes. They're Roush Pyramids. They will go like somewhere between a $13 to $15 range probably for them. They don't go as high, but they're still great. The boxes weren't full of some of the Roushes, but I pick up bags of Roushes from like the thrift store and stuff and Shiny Brights, and then I keep them to the side, and if I get boxes that aren't full and they're the same ornaments, I can plug them in and make full boxes. So one of the boxes actually had these two Jim Shores in it. It's a set of Christmas Caroler Jim Shores, and the set goes for $30. So that was a good pickup, an extra little bump in my sales there. Then we went to a thrift store and we picked up a set of Anchor Hocking and Glass Bake. It was $7 for both of them, so $3.50 each. And these sell for somewhere between $10 to $15 a piece usually for me. They do sit longer, but I've sold most of the ones I have, so I don't mind replenishing them and letting them sit on the shelf for a second. At the same thrift store, we picked up this G.I. Joe 50th anniversary Cobra set, new in box, and it was $12. And when I lensed it the other day, it was right around $100 for it. Got to do a little more research and make sure that that actually is what it sells for. It does have a little wear, but beyond that, they've never been taken out of the box. So pretty great find. G.I. Joe figure as well. And he goes for, let's see, how much did you pay for him? So he was $12 as well. and he goes for like it's Snake Eyes, new in box as well, never been opened. Box is in pretty great condition for that. So then that was it for the thrift store. We I forgot I have some garland from the estate sale, $1, and this will probably go for like 15. It's pretty cool. And this socket set for $4. We picked it up because it's a Stanley, so I can probably get like a good $15 out of this for $4. Pretty good pickup. So then Saturday morning we loaded up, went to the estate sale that they had sold, or that they're getting rid of, their antique thrift store, and there was so much stuff, like everything, anything you could want was there. So we just started thrifting. So almost everything was like new in box. It was like he would buy them and keep them to let them gather value. So like these Lemax trees, they'll sell for like, I don't know, $10 to $15 a piece. I have 3 of these trees. So everything I bought there, I divided it out. I spent about $2.50 an item, give or take. So that's pretty good find. These Santa Best ornaments, I have, I believe, 9 of these. $2.50 a piece. These sell for like $10 to $12 a piece. Then keeping with the Christmas ornaments, Looney Tunes. These ones are cool. There was I don't know, like, so this one's a Bugs Bunny, but I have all the characters, and they're new in box, never been opened. So right around like $15 to $20 for $2.50, and I have probably about 12 of these. So that was a good pickup. We also have these Pillsbury Doughboy ornaments. They are probably going to be in the same range. I have 3 or 4 of these different, yeah, they're about $15. And then also I have 3 Pepsi and 3 Campbell's soup ones, and each one is different. They're not all identical, so I am going to have to do different listings for them, but they'll all sell for that $12 to $15 range, $2.50 a piece. It's a pretty good find on them. Hallmarks, I didn't find a ton of them, but the ones I found were great. So this is Frosty Friends, handcrafted ornament. It's like a collector series. And this one, it's like a $20 ornament, and it's new sealed in the box, which is amazing. I got a couple, the Trimmery ones, they will probably go 10 to 12. 2 other Hallmarks, brand new in box. And this one is the Church Opens, Come All You Faithful. It's about, well, so the ones that are selling used are selling for $18. And there's no new ones to comp it with on eBay. And the only one that I see that's new is on Etsy for $70, which is obviously Etsy's not a good price for eBay. They're always like double. But I bet I can get in the 20-something range on that one. And then this one is the Polar Cycle, Polar Bear Penguin. Same thing, $2.50 for it. And he's probably like, I don't know, so they're selling for $12 used, so probably $15, maybe a little more. Got to do some research on him, of course. This one is my favorite, though. This is the Magic Light and Sound. It is Freedom 7 Journey into Space. And I believe these ones are new in box as well. Like never used. Yeah, it's still wrapped up in its original plastic. And And so it's selling for like $40. It looks like new. So this was a good one, definitely out of all that pickup. This one's just a generic glass Target ornament from 2005. So it will probably go for like $8 to $10, but it's a good pickup for it still. Last ornament, or well, there's another Hallmark one. Sorry. Little rocking horse, probably a $10 ornament. This one's a Cabbage Patch ornament, but it's from 2005, so it's not super old, but it is glass, so it is collectible. It's going for, I don't know, like, the listing that was there is gone now. Ah. So this one will probably sell like in the $12 range, which is still good. I would still pick it up. Old packs of Jingle Bells. Vintage Jingle Bells. Still new old stock. Pretty cool. We'll see what these are. And so then I got this tree. Ooh, let's see if I can lift him up. And it's missing some of the little lights, but I actually just picked up a package of vintage Mr. Christmas lights, so I can replace all of those really easily. This one is about 21 inches tall, but that's with the base. So this one's a really hard one to judge, but the ones I'm seeing that are the same size and with the base are selling for $150 plus shipping. So this one will be a great find. There is a chip or two on it, but overall it's in pretty great condition. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be close to the $100 range, not $150, but we shall see. Let's move this one carefully. Collectibles at this estate sale that it was just hard. This guy, I'm trying not to break it. It's a Christmas tree topper finial, and I have to find which one this is. These go for $30 and they go for $150 and everywhere in between. So it just depends on what brand it is, the size of it, that kind of stuff. It's a little more ornate, so it's probably a little more than $30. Okay, and all right, so that was all of the Christmas stuff from that estate sale. Oh, there's a little trinket box. It's a Christmas house or a little Christmas tree trinket box. This one's probably going to be like a $10 one. It's not a fancy one. Yeah, it's about $10 to $14. So, and there's so much more stuff. On top of the fact that we had a second estate sale. So we're going to call that part 1, and we will pick up with a part 2 for the rest of this estate sale, as well as the other estate sale that we hit up, and you won't want to miss what we found at the second estate sale. So tune in for part 2, guys.